Hi guys, we're back by popular demand because people love when I talk to Paul, and I thought this was definitely a Paul question that came in. Paul, this is for you.
Okay.
Hi, Dr. Sheva. I recently stumbled across your account. Okay, whatever. At a very needed moment in my life, I have an issue and I'm wondering if you can give me some advice. My husband is a police officer working midnight shifts and sleeps during the day. I have been working from home due to COVID and have recently learned that he masturbates when he goes upstairs to go to sleep. I guess every day when he goes upstairs to go to sleep. While I assumed he did that, I had absolutely no idea it was daily while me and the kids are in the house. I've tried to talk to him and he completely shuts down and lies about it. I know it's normal, but I can't help but feel like it's excessive, especially when I'm home with the kids. Also, he's basically as unable to finish inside of me, which I can only assume is because he's so used to masturbating that he's like unable to finish any other way. I wish it didn't bother me, but it does, and I would love some advice. So I thought I would bring Paul into the advice, but first I want to tell you, before you say anything else, that Paul's going to probably tell you how normal this is, I'm guessing, but I hear you. What I'm hearing is that you feel somehow like you're not enough and you're not good enough, especially because he can't ejaculate when he's inside of you. Paul, what do you think?
Believe it or not, that's where I was going to start.
Oh, really?
The whatever the feelings are, I'm guessing insecurity or whatever that's where we all go, I think, right? So in the big picture, so many men use masturbation as a sleeping pill.
And a stress reliever.
And a stress reliever. I was just talking to a sex therapist who'd been in business for over 40 years, and he could not believe, he was convinced men masturbated because they were horny or aroused.
Well, they weren't getting enough attention.
Yeah.
Why? They
And I
weren't
said,
enough sex.
we don't know why they're masturbating, but there are a million reasons why a guy is masturbating. So, on one hand, this has nothing to do with you. It's a stress reliever, and because the flood of prolactin after an orgasm in a man's body, the flood of prolactin makes them go to sleep. Okay, so it's just a sleeping pill, but you're feeling left out. And there's a lot to unpack here, so I'm trying to keep this short.
Yes, totally. So, I think that's the most important thing for her to hear. And I want to address the fact that you're in the house. That maybe makes you feel like uncomfortable, but there's really nothing objectively wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Like people are pooping in your house and peeing in your house in the bathroom, right? Like in other words, things are happening. Do you think it's a bad analogy?
No, I think it's a perfect analogy.
Okay.
Yeah, because I tell pooping is private, but it's not secret. Masturbation is private, but it's not secret. I wish in the perfect world, I don't know his history, most men were shamed for masturbating. They were teased for masturbating. You were a loser if you masturbated. You didn't admit to masturbating. So if he's of a certain culture, if he was raised in the Western Hemisphere, all of us, he has, unfortunately, probably a lot of baggage. I would say, wow, in a perfect world, wouldn't it be great if he could lean into your ear and go, I'm going to bed, I'm going to be masturbating, thinking of you, and then going to sleep. Goodbye.
Correct. And then the other thing is that you also must feel like there's something a little shameful about it, because the fact that if the kids are in the house makes you feel like, and I want you to deal with that. I think that might be something that's worth maybe having some therapy about, talking it through with him, even just bringing it out of the closet, because you don't want masturbation to be a shameful thing for your kids either. Right? So that doesn't mean you want him masturbating in front of the kids. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like the idea that somebody's masturbating in the house, like it's almost like it's a bad thing that's happening in the house that you don't want happening. And that's, I think, needs to change. So I think we're going to end here, and maybe we're going to do another video that talks a little bit about the fact that he can't ejaculate inside of you now because he's masturbating every day. Was there anything else you want to say closing on this, or no? We're good.
No, you're good. This is a whole bunch of stuff. You're not alone. Millions of people worry about this stuff. So it's all normal. You're fine.